So if you're anything like me, you have big goals and ambitions, but the problem you face on your journey to success, or whatever you want to call it, is that you know exactly what to do, you have the information, you know the steps that will get you results, and sometimes you even take action, get some progress, but then you keep sabotaging yourself. You can't stay consistent, and then you start doubting yourself, you procrastinate more, and this cycle repeats itself over and over again. You take some action, some progress, and then you destroy all your progress because you keep sabotaging yourself. That's why in today's video I'm going to talk about why you keep sabotaging yourself. Number 2, the key principle that changed everything for me. And number 3, how to really overcome this invincible barrier, this hidden force that is stopping you from getting the things that you really want. If you are serious about creating the success that you want to pay close attention to this video and actually apply the stuff that I'm going to share. So in December 2020, I started my YouTube channel, and I remember when I was first posting my YouTube videos, they were created with a lot of stress and a lot of adversity. I really had to overcome a lot of obstacles because I invested in a program that showed me how to create YouTube videos and so on. So intellectually, I knew what I wanted to do and knew what I have to do, but somehow it was still creating a lot of turmoil and stress in creating the videos because I've never put myself out on video, especially on social media, and back then my English was not that good and that caused me so much stress and resistance. But somehow I figured out a way to create those videos despite all those struggles. And the first videos were not getting many views, but my first few comments were really positive. But then the interesting thing that happened is, although I received so much good feedback, I still was not feeling good enough. I somehow found ways and excuses, my English is not good enough or things, and I started to compare myself to other people. And it is really crazy because the few people that were watching my videos were really supportive and they thought my videos were really helpful, but somehow something was really keeping me stuck. It was my self-image, because I didn't see myself as someone who can consistently put out great content that people benefit from. I somehow managed to put some videos out, but there was still this feeling, this itch, and it all lied in my self-image because I thought I was not good enough. Although I was getting a little bit of successes and I should actually be grateful and really progress, I saw myself was just not good enough. My English was not good enough, and I started rationalizing this. And this is why most people sabotage themselves. This is why you probably also have one foot on the gas pedal and the other foot on the brake. We have these goals, we have these dreams, but somehow sometimes we even make some progress, but we find ourselves destroying all the progress. It is in our self-image. And the most common factor is the belief of I'm not good enough. Or some people, this might sound some very crazy, and this happened to me also, they see success, but they don't believe that they deserve the success, and they find themselves unconsciously sabotaging their success. Because if you see yourself as someone who doesn't deserve success, and remember, we don't consciously say, I don't believe success, it lies in our unconscious programming, in our self-image. But back then in my YouTube journey, I was not really versed in this self-image concept. I heard about it, I read a book, but I didn't internalize this fully until later. So I got introduced to Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. It's a really influential book in my journey. Now, Maxwell Maltz was a plastic surgeon. So in his day job, he would see patients that had disfigured faces or people that just wanted to upgrade their aesthetics. And he will perform plastic surgery on those people. So some people, they had maybe a too big of a nose, and then of course he would find a way to make the nose more aesthetic. But the interesting thing that he discovered is some patients had these things removed of their faces and they had everything that they wanted. They were still unhappy and not getting the results that they wanted in life. Although they were perfectly reconstructed according to their goals, and he really met them because he was a great plastic surgeon, those patients will still not recognize that something changed in them. They were still having some insecurities and blaming things on their new looks, and they will saying that nothing changed, I'm still unhappy, I can't get my romantic partner, and so on. Now the crucial thing here is those patients thought if they change their physical appearance, their lives will change, but it was something way deeper. It is in the self-image. He discovered that, Maxwell Maltz, and he wrote that book, and it's a profound book. If you think about it, you can observe this profound insight in many areas of life. For example, many quote-unquote successful artists and famous people, for example, They were at their heights of their careers. So when the fame is there, they are very confident that everything looks good. But when they lose some fame or maybe some beauty, if it's a woman, some of them fell into real darkness and they started harming themselves and really degrading their whole lives. Now in the book, the author also talks about the success mechanism that every one of us has. Now the so-called success mechanism is in our self-image, in our subconscious mind. So what we have is our conscious mind and our subconscious mind, and there is the self-image embedded. Now the conscious mind only contributes to 5% of our results and behaviors in life. The other one is below the surface. That's why the self-image concept and subconscious mind in general is so crucial if you really want to achieve your goals. This will save you a lot of pain, a lot of frustrations. That's why, for example, let's say you consciously choose a goal to create an online business. So consciously, this is what you want. You decided to do that. But if your subconscious mind, your self-image in our case here, is not aligned to that goal, you'll find yourself with a lot of resistance because our goal doesn't match our self-image. That's why we have to choose more accurate beliefs in alignment to our goals. And this over time will reinforce itself. We really have to condition ourselves to create the success that we want. And one of the most effective ways that I found in my personal journey is to alter your self-image. You have to see yourself as a completely different person. Now, if we go even deeper than that, let's take my case study. So around 2 years ago, I was on and off with creating YouTube videos because I had this problem. My self-image was preventing me. Now, for the past months, I've been consistently creating content because I altered my self-image. I see myself internally as a person that provides value to his audience. I had to change a lot of thinking and beliefs because back then I believed my English is not good enough. Right now, I know my English is not perfect, but it's more than enough. And of course, I had the luxury that my audience received that well. So this reinforced that belief. That's how you change your self-image. In the beginning stages, this will not be easy. Changing your thinking and beliefs, most of the time you don't even know that you have hindering beliefs. I didn't know that until about 5 to 6 months in. So right now I have radically different beliefs. I believe that I'm a value creator. I believe that my videos will be received well. I believe that I have insights and perspectives that really can help the person that is ambitious and wants to create a success in his life. So these are the beliefs that I have exercised throughout the months. By the way, if you're finding this video valuable so far, let me know in the comment section below. Now, the fundamental way to change your self-image in order to create a success starts first by having clarity on the beliefs that are holding you back. You have to be clear what is holding you back, which thoughts and beliefs are holding you back. After that, you change those beliefs. You have to first do that. After that, you want to use 2 techniques. One is visualization. Each morning when I wake up, I visualize myself as the ideal person because I constructed a new self-image that is in accordance to my big dreams. So ideally, when you wake up in the first hour, you want to visualize because then your subconscious mind is the most impressionable and you want to really use that time slot. You can do it also on other times. So I close my eyes and really feel and imagine being the person that achieves his goals. I have certain qualities. I visualize myself embodying the characteristics and really experiencing how I would record YouTube videos, how it would work. And also what you want to do is to overcome obstacles in your imagination. Because the way visualization works is like simulation. Our mind doesn't know the difference between real or imagined. So when you vividly visualize and also emotionalize it, really feel it how it will feel, it creates new neural pathways. That's why, for example, a lot of athletes before their tournaments visualize themselves performing the action because they know it's not only the physical action that you take, also your mental actions, because then it will create the synapses, the neurons, they will fire together and it would already have been simulated. So that's how in a nutshell visualization works. Now there is a lot of science behind it, but when you visualize, the key thing is to emotionalize. It doesn't matter if you don't see the pictures vividly, just feel yourself being that person. And then what you will notice is your actions will be more in alignment with your goals because you have changed the self-image in yourself. And over time, to constant repetition, this is a habit, then you will influence in your subconscious mind and this will influence your results. Now the second technique to change your self-image in an effective way is self-talk. If you closely observe most people, their self-talk is really ruining their lives. Their stories they are telling themselves, all those excuses, they stack up. And the more they do this, the more it will be embedded in their self-image. And that's when you are being oriented from that way. So this is not some positive thinking without any merit. Actually, the way you talk to yourself reveals a lot about your self-image, and it is an opportunity. So consciously adjust your self-talk. I'm not doing this perfectly. Sometimes I find myself complaining and blaming, and I'm not even conscious of that until I sometimes catch myself, whoa, what I'm doing, because this is really powerful stuff. You can tell a lot from where people are heading in their lives, or positive or negative, according to their speech. So from now on, take your self-talk serious and use affirmations. You can use them whenever you want, but the best way is to do it in the mornings or right before you sleep. Now at this point of this video, I've given you some powerful, very effective strategies to really increase the success in your life and all areas, because if you really embody this self-image and the new way of thinking, beliefs, and embedded in your self-image, a lot of things will change, but you have to keep it persistent at it and also match it with actions. So please use this information, because this is the information that changed my life. If you want to go even deeper to visualization, because this is an extremely powerful habit, I made a very tactical video on where I talk about different visualization techniques. You really want to watch this next, because if you visualize effectively, there are many methods, and in combination with the self-image stuff that we talked today, I don't see why changes could not happen. If you found this video valuable, let me know in the comment section below. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I see you in the next one.